Hello everyone, myself Amita Maheswari. Today we are going to study Marketing Management, Chapter 11 for 12th standard, and the topic is its introduction, important features, and functions of marketing. Let us study some of the important terms related to this chapter. First one is needs. What is need? Basic human requirements, essential items necessary for fundamental to human existence. Some of the goods which are necessary for the survival of the human being, for example food, clothing, housing. So these are necessary uh, things which a person need for his existence, that is considered as needs. Second is wants. Desire for a particular product tend to be satisfier specific, means which give him comfort, that is considered as wants. Or desire means he tend to get that particular product, he has desire to get the particular product, that is considered as wants, his wants. Demand. Now demand includes willingness to buy, is backed by purchasing power, means he has desire to purchase and he has money also to purchase it, that is considered as demand. Utility means want satisfying power of a product. For example, a bottle is satisfying my want that I can feel water in that bottle, carry it anywhere where I want, and drink water whenever I need. Okay, so that bottle satisfy, it has the power to satisfy my need. Otherwise, I cannot carry water wherever I want. Okay, so a bottle has that uh, satisfying power, and that power is considered as utility. Now, what can be marketed? Let us see. A product, bundle of utility, not confined. Confined means uh, fixed somewhere. It is not fixed that physical products are only being marketed, but can refer to other things of value, such as services can also be marketed, ideas of anybody can also be marketed, place to visit can also be marketed. It refers to anything that satisfies a need or want can be marketed. May be tangible or intangible, that is goods and services, or even people can be marketed. For example, an engineer, a doctor, technicians, their degrees, through their degrees, their curriculum vitae, they can be marketed. Now, who are customers? Customers are the people or organization that seek satisfaction of their wants, who is finding that how they can satisfy their wants, who seek satisfaction of their wants, they are considered as customers. For example, if I am feeling hungry, that I will seek food, because food is going to satisfy my want. So I am considered as a customer of food. Marketers. Anyone taking a more active role in the process of exchange is called a marketer. Means in the process of exchanging goods and services with the money or some other goods, they are considered as marketers. Normally, it is a seller. We can say the seller is a marketer. But in certain situations, it may also be buyer. This may be in the situation of rare supply. Sellers as marketers are the deliverers or providers of satisfaction. Sellers mostly provide us satisfaction in terms of goods or the services. They make available products or services and offers them to the customers with an intention of satisfying customer needs and wants. They can be divided into goods marketers, those who provide goods and satisfy our wants. For example, Hindustan Liver Limited provide goods to us. Service marketers such as Indian Airlines, they provide services to us. Other marketing experiences such as Walt Disney Entertainment, they entertain us, or places like tourist destinations, they also provide us, they also do marketing or provide sell their services to us. What are marketing activities? These are the activities carried on by the marketers to facilitate exchange of goods and services between the producers and the users of such products. Means between the producers and the customers, the activities which is being going on, that activities are considered as marketing activities. For example, advertisement of any product or anything related to the marketing is considered as marketing activities, through which the goods and services are being sold from the producers to the customers. Marketing is a social process whereby people exchange goods and services for money or for something of value to them. Anything that is of value to others can be marketed. For example, physical products like TV, mobile phones can be marketed. Services like insurance, education, person also being marketed. For example, selection of different posts like doctors, nurses, place visits like Agra, Taj Mahal, these places can also be marketed. Now, what is market? Market is a place where buyers and sellers meet and conduct buying and selling activities. It does not necessarily mean a geographical place only. For example, conduct of business through telephone, mail, or internet. This is also considered as market. The other ways in which this term is being used is in the context of a product market, like cotton market, gold, share market, where the products are being marketed or the products are being sold or purchased. Geographic market, for example, goods are being sold in the national market or international market. Type of buyers means if they are consumer, if they are goods, then in the consumer market. If they are services, then it may be the industrial market like labor services. And the quantity of goods transacted, for example, in the retail market, small quantity is being transacted. Wholesale market, more quantity is being transacted. So these are the ways in which the goods are being marketed, or these are considered as the place where the goods are being marketed. In the modern marketing sense, it refers to a set of actual or potential buyers of a product or services, that is all customers who share a particular need or want and are able to buy the product, also referred to as targeted. For example, ladies. Cosmetics are mostly produced and sold in the market for the targeted people, and these targeted people are the ladies. So these are being sold to the people, and these ladies are mostly willing to purchase cosmetic items. Now, important features of marketing. Let us see what are the important features. First one is needs and wants. Satisfaction of the needs and wants of individuals and organizations. Now, a need is a state of felt deprivation or feeling of being deprived of something. Need means we want something very deeply, that something is lacking and we want it, that is considered as need. And if it is unsatisfied, it leaves a person unhappy and uncomfortable. For example, on getting hungry, we become uncomfortable and start looking for objects that are capable of satisfying our hunger. So, a basic need for food, for example, may take various forms such as want for dosa and rice for a South Indian, and chapati and vegetables for North Indian persons. A marketer's job in an organization is to identify needs of the target customers and develop products and services that satisfy such needs. Means in the south, mostly the demand is for the idli dosa, and in the north mostly for the parathas, chapati, vegetables. So marketers mostly organize all these things which can satisfy the need of the targeted customers. Second is creating a market offering, complete offer for a product of service. Now here let us say that offer is for a cell phone available in 4 different versions on the basis of certain features such as size of memory, television viewing, internet, camera, etc. for a given price, say between rupees 5000 and rupees 20000, depending on the model selected. Available for sale at, say, firms' exclusive shops in and around all metropolitan cities in the country. A good market offer is a one which is developed after analyzing the needs and preferences of the potential buyers. Means here what a customer need, size of, they will, whenever they purchase any cell phone, they will see the size of memory, television viewing means clear, internet facilities, camera, front and back camera, all these they see the main features. And some group of people are being targeted, those who can purchase this product. For example, those whose income is less, they can purchase between 5000 to 20000 rupees. So some group of people are being targeted here, and they are given the offers. So this is considered as creating a market offer through which they can sell the products. So this is considered as marketing, second feature of marketing. Third is customer value, greatest benefit or value for money. Customer always purchase that goods or take decision of purchasing that goods for which they feel that they will get equal amount of satisfaction from the product equal to the price they pay. For example, whenever they are purchasing any product like mobile, they should feel that if I am paying 15,000 for a particular mobile, then it should consider some of the features which I needed. Then if he get that features in that mobile, then only he will purchase the product. So he should feel, customer should feel that I am paying 15,000, so I should get some of the features in the mobile and the guarantee, warranty, whatever it is. Fourth one is exchange mechanism, exchange of products, services for money or for something of value to them. Now exchange refers to the process through which two or more parties come together to obtain a desired product or service from someone, offering the same by giving something in return. Means in exchange it is necessary that two people should be there, two or more parties should be there, one is ready to purchase and another is ready to sell. The person who is purchasing is ready to pay for it also. For example, a person feeling hungry may get food by offering to give money or some other product or service in return to someone who is willing to accept the same for food. So these are some of the features. Now for any exchange to take place, it is important that following conditions are satisfied. Here some conditions are given for exchange mechanism. Let us see what are these. First one is involvement of at least two parties. buyers and seller. Two parties should be there. Second, each party should be capable of offering something of value to other. For example, a seller offers a product and the buyer money. Both want seller want money and buyer want the product. Each party should have the ability to communicate and deliver the product or service. So they can able to communicate with each other, because no exchange can take place if the buyers and sellers are not able to communicate with each other, or if they cannot deliver something of value to other, then they cannot able to do exchange. Each party should have freedom to accept or reject other party's offer. In case if the product is not of that value which he is ready to pay, then he can reject the offer. Or if the customer is giving less amount of money for the product he has, then maybe the seller reject to do exchange. The parties should be willing to enter into transaction with each other. Thus, the acceptance or rejection of this offer take place on voluntary basis rather than on the basis of compulsion. So, there should be no compulsion for the buyers to purchase a product and sellers to sell the product if they are not agree with each other's offers. Okay, so now let us see what is marketing management. First of all, we'll see meaning and concept of marketing management. Marketing management means management of the marketing functions. It is a process of organizing all the goods, directing means where it should be sold, and controlling the activities related to marketing of goods and services to satisfy customers' needs and achieve organizational goals. Now let us see the process of marketing involves. What involves in the process of marketing? First one, choosing a target market. First of all, any producer or the marketer will choose a target market, that where he is going to sell the product. For example, a manufacturer may choose to make ready-made garment up to the age of 5 years for children. So his target is up to the 5 years for 5 years children. So he is going to manufacture clothes, ready-made garments only for the children up to the 5 years. Second, keeping as well as growing the customers. Getting the customers, keeping means stability should be there, and growing and bringing more and more customer. That is also the process in the marketing. That is, ensure that the target customer purchase the firm's product. Means if 5 years children, they are producing ready-made garments for the 5 years children, then they should purchase the goods from the firms, ensure that they keep their customers satisfied with the product, and the product should be satisfying the need of the customer. The design, the way it is being manufactured, everything should, color and everything should be appealing to the customers. Ensure that they keep their customers satisfied with the product and attract new customers so that the firm can grow. And even with the old one, they can attract new customers to purchase their product. Third one is create, develop and communicate superior values to the customers. Now create, develop and communicate superior values to the customers means they should always see that what more and more customer need. Creating customer in target market means also to increase the number of customer by analyzing their needs, wants, etc. Creating superior value means to make product better than the competitors' product for customers. Now let us see functions of marketing or marketing activities. First one is gathering and analyzing market information. In this, systematic investigation of facts are necessary. That is, what the customer want to buy, when they are likely to buy, in what quantities do they buy, from where do they buy, etc. These all are the analyzing done by the marketers, and they get the market information, they gather the market information, and after that the products are being produced and then sold. SWOT analysis, strong SWOT analysis is necessary. What are the weaknesses of the uh, manufacturers, what are the opportunities they will be getting, what are the threats they have. This is considered as the SWOT analysis. Necessary to identify needs. First of all, before targeting any customers, it is necessary to identify that what things are demanded by them. Then decisions can be identify customers' needs and wants. Identifying buying motives. Choice of a brand name. Packaging and media used for promotions. So here, identifying customers' needs and wants, they should identify that what they want. Identifying buying motives, why they will purchase, right? Which brand they will be selecting. Then packaging, how the packaging should be. It should be strong, it should be uh, appealing, it should be attractive. Media used for the promotion, for example advertisement we can see in the TVs. Okay, so this way they can do marketing. Data is available both from primary as well as secondary sources. So whatever information they are getting, these they are researching themselves also by asking directly to the customers, as well as they are getting the data from the secondary sources also, like indirectly from the shopkeepers they will ask. Manufacturers will be asked to the shopkeepers that how much products are being sold by them, what are the demand of the customers, all that. This is considered as the secondary sources. Second now function is marketing planning. What is the aim of marketing planning? To develop a complete marketing plan so that the marketing objectives can be achieved. To develop a complete marketing plan so that the marketing objectives can be achieved. Now marketing objectives may be having more sale in international market or in the national market, this can be the objective, or earning more profit, this can be the objective. So to make a plan, that is marketing plan. It also must specify the action programs. So in the plan, what actions they are going to take to fulfill the objective, that action program should also be included, specified in the plan. For example, if a marketer aims to enhancing his market share in the country in the next 3 years, he want to increase his market share in the country in next 3 years, then his marketing plan should include various important aspects, like plan for increasing level of production, should his output should be more, then only he can supply his goods in whole country. Promotion of products, he should advertise his product through media or through other sources, so that other people will also create demand for his goods. So this is considered as marketing planning. Now third, product designing and development. It involves decision regarding the product to be manufactured and its attributes such as its quality, considerations, packaging, models, and variations to be introduced. Means what changes they want to bring. Variations means what changes they want to bring in the products. Done by anticipating customer needs. How they will bring these changes, how they will do all, how they will design the product by anticipating customer needs and developing new products or improving existing products to satisfy these needs. In the same product, they will for example, we have already seen toothpaste. First it was Colgate with namak, right? Then later on they produce Colgate with neem, and these all means the improvement should be there in the product which can satisfy the needs of the customer. Then only they can sell the products in the market. Fourth one is standardization and grading. Now standardization means process of setting certain standard for a product on the basis of its desired qualities. Means we have already seen that mostly some of the electrical items has ISI mark, and people mostly purchase that products only which has such guarantee that it will satisfy their needs for long period of time without having any harm to their life. For example, electrical products mostly you can see they purchase which has the guarantee and from the standard quality, or that particular brand which has its own name and they have maintained their standard. For example, Apple, okay, they have maintained their standards, and so people love to purchase mostly those who want to purchase standardized goods, they will purchase such goods which has some standard, okay, in the market. Grading means division of products into classes made up of units possessing similar features such as the agricultural products. Like we can see in the wheat can be of big seed or very small seed, or any other product. Bad quality also is available and good quality also is available. So that is considered as grading: A grade goods or B grade, C grade, right? So standardization and grading is also necessary for the manufacturers to sell the goods in the market. Buying and assembling, for example, car raw material like steel, tires, batteries, seats, steering wheel, etc. are bought and then assembled in the form of complete product. Okay. Now packaging and labeling. Packaging refers to designing a package, that is a wrapper or a container for a product. Packaging protects the products from damage, risk of spoilage, breakage, and leakage. It also makes buying convenient for customers and serves as a promotional tool. So everybody knows about the packaging. No need to explain with an example. Labeling. Designing a label to be put on the package. It may vary from a simple tag to complex graphics. For example, in any product you purchase, packed product, you will see there are labels. Labels means it includes all the ingredients and manufacturing date, expiry date, everything are included in the label. Branding. Whether to sell the product in its generic name or in a brand name helps in differentiation, builds customer loyalty, and promote its sale. So decision is equal to whether each product will have a separate brand name or same brand name to be used for all the products. Most of the companies, what they do, for example, tea company, they mostly sell their tea with different brand name. So people, for example, we can say tea brand, okay, So it is a same manufacturing unit, but they sell their product in different brand name. Let us see. Branding also includes creating a distinct identity of the product from that of competitors. For example, Videocon, washing machine, Usha fans, Lux soap, etc. So manufacturer can be a same person, but they are selling their product in different brand name. Now, concepts and philosophies of marketing. Production concept. In the earlier days of the industrial revolution, when the industrial revolution started, in the earlier days, the number of producers were limited. The production was limited, everyone was not able to produce the goods. So, supply of the industrial products were also limited and not able to match the demand. But the demand for the product was so high. So, anyone who was able to produce goods could easily find buyers for the same. So, they were easily, so at that time the concept was production concept. Now, after that, product concept was being launched. With passage of time, the supply improved. Customers started looking for products that were superior in performance, quality, and features. So they were demanding. Now, as the supply increased with the passage of time, more production. So, product concept was it came in the market. Product concept that now the product should be improved, superior quality, okay, with more features. Then only customers will purchase it. Selling concept. Later on, it came after product concept, selling concept. Increase in scale of production means now as more and more industries were established, more and more production. Okay, so scale of production also increase. Competition among the sellers also increase. Product quality and availability alone did not ensure survival as a large number of firms. So, a company or a firm cannot survive only on the base of product quality and availability of the product in the market. But now uh, they have to sell, okay, selling products of now they have to sell their products in the market in such a way, like here it is given, product quality and availability alone did not ensure survival as a large number of firms were not selling products of similar quantity. So how they are going to sell the goods in the market, at what price they are selling the goods in the market, that was the concept. Fourth is now marketing concept. It implies that a firm can achieve its goals by identifying needs of the customer and satisfying them better than the competitors. Now, this is the concept. Customer satisfaction is the precondition. First, that whether customer will get satisfaction with this product or not, that is a precondition for realizing firm's goal and objectives. That whatever they are going to produce, these should satisfy the need or wants of the customer, then only they will start producing the product. Fifth is social marketing concept. Under this concept, social marketing, now in this world, in the complex marketing world, we can say the social marketing concept is there. Now, under this concept, customer satisfaction is supplemented by social welfare. Not only customer satisfaction, but it should provide social welfare also to the society. Some products bring harmful effect on environment, so these should not be supplied. It pays attention to the social, ethical, and ecological aspects of the marketing. So nowadays, more concern is related to the social, ethical, and ecological aspects of the marketing. That the product which they are producing, it is going to benefit the environment, it is going to benefit the society, and ethically it is good, then only they can satisfy customers. Here the example is given: Raman, Joginder, John, Iqbal and Shreya are friends. They are operating different business. Each one has his her own concept. Now we have already studied all the concepts, right, earlier. So each one has his or her own concept regarding operating their business. Ram believes in producing products at a large scale. He is believing that he should produce more and more goods, thereby decreasing the average cost of the products and selling. So he was not he was producing more and more goods, so that he thought, if I am going to produce more and more goods, my average cost will reduce, and then he sell the goods. Joginder focuses on providing best quality products because he believes that a customer always wishes to buy a good quality product. So he mostly focuses on quality of product. So product concept, here product concept is there, where he has considered most or emphasized more on the quality of the product. Price of the product is secondary according to him. John is of the belief that the most important aspects of the business is sales, and so he undertakes aggressive selling and promotional efforts. So he put more effort in the selling and promotion means advertisement. So he thought that if he is going to put more effort in selling and promotion of the product, then he can able to sell more goods in the market. Iqbal believes that his firm can achieve its goals only by identifying the needs of the customer and satisfying them better than the competitors. So here he is thinking that there is a lots of competition in the market. So if he is going to give better product than the competitors, then he is the winner. He can achieve the goal. Shreya, on the other hand, feels that her firm has a responsibility towards the society as well. So she provides customer satisfaction along with using technique which are environmental friendly. So here it is the last one, that is social marketing concept. Okay, so where Shreya is providing that goods which is going to satisfy the customer as well as satisfy the environment also of the world. Now, meaning and concept of marketing and selling. Marketing is a wide term. Marketing is not a small, it is a wide term. It refers to a large set of activities. So many activities are included in the marketing, of which selling is just one part. Selling of goods is one part of the marketing. A marketer, before making the sale, does a lot of other activities such as planning the type, design of product, the price, and selecting the distribution outlets at which the same would be available. See, so before he sell the product, he has to planning the type, what type of product it should be, design the product, that in what way the product should be produced, price of the product, selecting the distribution outlets, in what are the sources through which he is going to sell his goods. So these all things he has to plan first, then only he can sell the goods in the market. Selling refers to the sale of goods or service through publicity, promotion and salesmanship. The title of the product is transferred from seller to buyer. The entire focus in selling is to convert the product into cash. This is selling. Now, difference between selling and marketing here. First is scope. It is only a part of selling is this one is the selling part. Selling is only a part of process of marketing, but marketing is a wide term consisting of a number of activities such as a site notification, customers needs, etc. Focus. Selling focus mostly on transfer of the title from seller to the customer, means goods from seller to the customer. But marketing, its focus is on achieving maximum satisfaction of customers needs and wants so that they can create more and more customers. That is marketing. Predominance. Selling product is given quantity, means predominance. Product is given in given quantity, right? That how much quantity should be provided. Customer is treated as the king. In the marketing, customer is treated as a king, that if you are going to, means their need, their satisfaction is first for the marketing. Aim of selling is profits through sales volume. More and more you sell the products, more and more profit you get. But aim of marketing is profits through customer satisfaction. They can get profits when the customer is being satisfied. That is marketing. Emphasizes. Selling emphasizes mostly on bending the customer according to the product. But marketing to develop the product as per the customer's need. Selling means to here they emphasize mostly bending the customer according to the product, that they persuade customer to purchase their product because they think that this product is going to help them in various activities, that way. For example, Parle-G. So here it is said that selling Parle-G, right, to the customer. How they are selling Parle-G to the customer? That these will help them to add more and more glucose to them, their blood, right? So it will give more strength to the children, to old age people, like that. But here in the marketing, they emphasize mostly to develop that products which customer require, means customer needs such products. For example, Good Day in or we can see creamy biscuits or chocolatey biscuits. These are the need, these are the desires of the small children or the big children. So they develop that products which is going to satisfy the need of the customers. Okay, so thank you everyone.